Oscar looked up at the sky, noting the few clouds. He was determined to go exploring today. Rain would surely cancel his nature walk. Good weather meant a grand adventure awaited. Time to gear up for adventure in his own room. First, the essential green vest with many pockets. This vest is perfect for carrying tools and nature finds. He puts his arms through the holes and zips it up securely. The vest is now ready for action. He feels much more equipped for exploration now. Next, he retrieves the compass he received last birthday. This tiny device tells you direction, not time. He fastens the compass securely to a clip on the vest. The compass is now positioned for easy reference. Orientation is key for any true explorer. He checked his vest setup so far. Next, the tools for seeing things far away. Binoculars magnify objects so you can see details from afar. He lifts the binoculars, looped around his neck. They hang ready for immediate use. These are the most crucial pieces of gear he needs. He yearns to observe rocks, bugs, animals, and plants. He decides to gather a few more useful items now. A large magnifying glass goes into one of the vest pockets. Next, the special clear plastic boxes with magnifying tops. These boxes allow close examination of specimens like rocks or feathers. He stores the specimen boxes securely in other vest pockets. Just in case, he adds rope and string for utility. He packs a small identification book for local bugs and animals. Now fully loaded, he is ready to seek out his mother. He found his mother waiting by the front door. He proudly pointed to the compass secured on his chest. She inspected his binoculars, hanging perfectly in place. Everything accounted for. Let's go see the forest. With binoculars swinging, he walks out of his room. He enters the living room to find his mother. Seeing his fully equipped vest, his mother smiles broadly. She understood exactly where his eager heart wanted to go. Luckily, his mom loved exploring just as much as he did. No time to waste. Mom packs the essential provisions. She reminds him about the often forgotten explorer's hat. Oscar quickly puts on the hat, completing his attire. The two explorers are now ready to depart. They head out toward the nearby woods. They reach the small, familiar woods close to their residence. The trail winds through the trees towards the open hillside. The hillside is where big birds often soar in the sky. Further on lies the pond, teeming with tadpoles and hidden frogs. It is the perfect destination for any aspiring explorer. They set off into the cool, shady environment of the forest. Their steps are nearly silent on the forest floor. They advance until the view of their house is completely blocked. Only green leaves and surrounding woods remain. The air is refreshingly cool and smells intensely of pine. He adjusts his vision to the growing shadows of the dense woods. Oscar's senses awaken to the hidden life around him. He spots a squirrel perched motionless on a branch. He notices a small hidden hole in the ground nearby. Then, his biggest find yet, a bird's nest high above. He quietly alerts his mother to the hidden structure. She suggests they might see baby birds there another day. Oscar resolves to continue moving forward through the woods. Soon the dense canopy breaks, revealing bright sunshine. A grassy hill rises up before them where the trees end. Oscar sprints ahead, eager for the vantage point at the top. The sound of his explorer gear clanking is satisfying. He slows down just short of the crest, scanning the sky. He searches the blue sky for the large, soaring birds. There it is, a large bird swooping silently overhead. He brings the binoculars up to focus on the distant flyer. The hawk appears much closer, its feathers distinct through the lenses. He notes the details: wings, tail, and retracted claws. Oscar's mother catches up and tries the binoculars too. They share a moment admiring the majestic sight. They prepare to descend the hill towards the pond area. A sudden flash of light on the ground catches his attention. He sees a small rock with a white, shiny side reflecting the sun. He recognizes the material immediately as rare quartz. He carefully picks up the rare, glittering specimen. It is placed into one of the specimen collection boxes in his vest. They walk on down the far side of the hill together. Up ahead, a cluster of vibrant green vegetation comes into view. The distinctive sounds of hidden frogs begin to reach their ears. He navigates toward the clear opening at the water's edge. He kneels down right at the water's edge to look closely. Sure enough, tiny creatures swim below the surface. They look like small fish, but Oscar knows they are baby frogs. He recalls that they will eventually grow legs and lose their tails. His mother presents an unexpected gift from her backpack, a glass jar. She suggests bringing some tadpoles home to watch them grow. Overjoyed, Oscar jumps up and gives his mom a giant hug. She returns the warm embrace, holding him close for a moment. He steps back, ready to receive the jar for his science project. Mom explains setting up an aquarium tank at home for their new pets. She mentions he can draw daily observations in a notebook. Oscar sets the jar opening down carefully near the water. He scoops the jar through the pond water to capture samples. He lifts the jar, now filled with cloudy pond water. He watches patiently as the sediment settles just a bit. Success! 3 tadpoles are clearly visible swimming inside. He securely screws the lid back onto the jar for transport. He decides to examine his haul closely with his magnifying glass first. The biggest tadpole is named Biggie, the others, Smally and Froggy. Holding the jar carefully, the explorer begins the trip home. They walk further down the path, the quartz shining in Oscar's small collection pouch. She tells him that finding something rare is the best part of being an explorer. Oscar looks toward the sky, imagining more adventures awaiting them. Hand in hand, the young explorer and his mother finally leave the woods.